Ooh, ooh, ooh. Shout out to Bobby Brown.
Now let me hear you say, well.
Whoa. Welcome, little big Negroes around the world to the jazz but channel. And this is that nigga Jung got pissed me. We do that Korean style, I think. I don't know. Something about Korean sounding constipated sometimes. Or is it Japanese? Japanese is the one they gonna.
I would never know the difference.
It's all right. I love you all, though. That person out there in Japan listening in to us, we love y'all niggas.
Took a dump in my hand in Okinawa, Japan. Bars. Listen, I am his,
real.
not your co-host, Lil Mattress, spelled LILMATTRESS on all social media. Lil Mattress. Hit up lilmattress.com. And we are out there. Listen, man, you are joining episode 29 of the Watermelon versus Pumpkin podcast.
Watermelon VS.
Pumpkin. So that's watermelonvspumpkin.com, man. If you want to listen to it, you can listen to us anywhere, man. We're out there. If you listen to podcasts, you know where you upload your podcast?
Yeah.
You can listen to us over there as well. We're everywhere. We're talking about iTunes, Apple, Stitcher, Spotify. Anywhere that you listen to your podcast, we're on there as well, man. So give us a fucking listen. Hit us up with a download. Tell a friend, all that stuff. You know. And, man, started up in Instagram, so IG Watermelon vs Pumpkin. We keep it simple around here because you know how some people do that weird shit where they're like, yeah. My name is Watermelon versus Pumpkin, but it's at Stone Cold Steve Austin 316. You're like,
hashtag.
There's no, it doesn't make sense,
right?
But yeah, man. So everything is Watermelon vs Pumpkin except
talk to him.
The store, man. We just opened up the merchandise store. So if you want to rock some fresh shit, if you want to represent the podcast, man, that is WVPshop.com.
Woof.
It's simple, man.
Yeah,
Watermelon versus Pumpkin,
right.
But you know, we're not going to make you write out the entire thing.
Right.
WVPshop.com, man. We have a ton of shit up there. We're talking about t-shirts, we got sweatshirts, we got mugs, we got socks, we got so much shit, man. Hit up with the logo.
Some pop culture tees up there. You
that
know what I'm
saying?
Yeah.
With the basic logo.
Show these Negroes. This is for the visual guys. For the guys just listening, you're gonna have to.
For the people on YouTube, you can see it, man. That's what it is right there. That Watermelon versus Pumpkin logo, man. The logo done by my boy Miggsy. Hit him up at Miggs the Artist on IG, man. He does great work.
Yes.
MIGGS the Artist.
Shout out to Miggs.
Correctly.
Appreciate it, brother. That's dope.
But yeah, man. WVPshop.com to get all that beautiful stuff, man. We're trying to, pay for the production. It costs us a little bit of money to put this thing on every month, man. And hit it up, man. Let us know what's what. And also, final vinyl, 203-594-6977 is the hotline, man. You want to call that. You want to text that. Let us know what the bruck is up. Let us know if you have any T-shirt designs. Let us know if you got problems. Let us know if you got feelings. Let us know if you're doing the Kiki Challenge. We're not. But we are selling a Kiki T-shirt on WVPshop.com. So hit it up.
So that's an actual challenge, right? Because I was at work at the medical facility last night, and the young lady's like, "Look what he did!" And she was going up and down the hallway dancing with the Kiki song. I said, "Okay, I guess that's the Kiki challenge. You gotta dumb out a little bit. I guess you gotta dumb out to the Kiki song."
It's weird because it's just literally everybody doing the same thing. Apparently, somebody came up with the dance where I've personally never heard the song besides those challenges.
I've heard it recently, yeah.
When you apparently you just do the exact same moves as everybody else to the song.
And then is there when the breakdown happens, you gotta hump something?
I know nothing.
I think because when I seen it, there was a breakdown part of the beat that and then the chick that was doing it, she was like went up against like an X-ray machine and started grinding and pumping. I'm not sure if her boss sees it, she'll still have her job, but whatever.
Yeah, I think everybody might put their own little flair onto it, but I know that there's like a basic where everybody does the same dance, which is odd because it doesn't really seem like a challenge when everyone's doing the exact same fucking thing.
But you do it and then you add something different. It's a twist. It's a titty twist.
The twist?
Shit, maybe the twist, man. That was a dope dance. Niggas don't remember the twist.
I don't think so.
Niggas in the 50s did.
Right? Definitely. And that was like that was probably like grinding nowadays. Right. You know what I mean? Oh my God, they're doing the twist.
That was the blasphemy. Listen,
that was a big thing about Elvis. They were like, he's moving his hips and he's
gyrating hips. Listen, that was the thing back in the 50s. If Shorty showed a little kneecap, it was niggas got hard.
Right?
She's showing elbow. Nigga, did you see her elbow? Oh my God. It was like long sleeves and long dresses.
That was it. You never saw a collarbone.
Yeah, but you know what's real? What I appreciate about that kind of era with that, is the, you finally got the cookie. It's like, oh my God, you've been hiding that? Look at that body. You know what I mean? It's like, it was a surprise. You know what I mean? It was a gift surprise. Surprise.
Because even once you got all the clothes off, then you had to fight through the jungle down below. You know what I mean?
But if she had that teardrop booty, and it was something with the bras back then that made their breasts kind of pointy.
They were, all pointy bras, which I don't know why that was a look.
And I think it's pointy bras sculpted the breast back then to be very symmetrically asymmetrically
hit him with the counted.
Well, shout out to the 50s, man. I kind of wish I was around, and not really.
I'm about time travel, man. I hope that they figure it out one day. But one thing that I did hear about time travel is that we won't be able to travel back before we invented time travel. Think about it.
Oh, that plan.
It makes sense though.
Right.
But
from there on out, you can go back.
Exactly. So like from the moment that we figure out how to do it, that would be the beginning. That would be the spot that we could only go back to.
Right. So guys, after the time machine comes out and you want to cheat on your lady, do it and then go back in time and it never happened.
But it's a crazy thing to think about, man. And some people have the wild out theories about that shit. Like it's called the Mandela Effect. So some people do think that time travel is real because of that. But have you ever heard of that? Like, you remember growing up, the books, the Berenstain Bears.
Yep.
Okay.
The Bears.
But how did you think that was spelled? And I don't mean the entire thing, but the end of it. It was Berenstain Bears.
Berenstain Bears.
Right?
Yeah. Steen.
Come to find out, it's the Bearstain Bears.
The Bearstain Bears. That's how it's pronounced.
That doesn't make sense to me, and it doesn't make sense to a million other people out there to where, like, for my entire life, all I always remember, I remember reading the Berenstain Bears books, and it was at the end, Bairn, Stein, the Berenstain Bears.
Right.
It's not what it is.
It's not what it is.
No.
So the spelling is that way, but it's not how it's said.
No, that's not how it's spelled.
What the fuck? Every book says that.
Bro, and this is the wild shit because once I found it out, I went down to the basement, found a couple of them. Yeah. Bro, it's not. It's Berenstain. Like either Stane or Steane, but like it's Berenstain. It's not the Berenstain Bears.
Well, that's a way to fuck up a nigga childhood.
Bro, it's wild, man.
Everything you thought was real, so the cat in the hat, not really cat in the hat, you bum ass niggas.
For real. But that's one thing that people talk about to where they say that that's part of the called the Mandela Effect, because back in the day everyone just thought Mandela had died, and it was like, oh, he didn't die yet. Fuck, he's still alive. Yeah.
He was in jail.
Same thing happened to Richard Pryor when Richard Pryor was in her, because he even came out with something, whether it was a CD, a project, or something called "I'm Not Dead Yet."
Wow. That's funny.
There might have been the N-word in there, but of course I'm not permitted. But yeah, there was that. The Berenstain Bears was one of them.
Wow.
Like I said, the Mandela Effect was obviously another one of them, and there were a couple other things to where literally everybody I know remembers it the way that it,
like we remember it.
You grew up with it. You remember it like that, and then you go back and look, and it's like, holy shit. And that's, like I said, one of the things for time travel. People have, conspiracy theories about this stuff. And it's kind of like Back to the Future, when he's starting to disappear from the picture.
Right.
And they're saying, man, maybe people went back just to fuck with people. Who knows, man? I'm not saying I believe it. I'm just saying it's crazy to think something that you knew your entire life, that's how you remember it from childhood. And of course, as kids, we might not remember things correctly. But when literally everybody remembers it a certain way, and then you find out like it wasn't like that.
It's not that at all.
Like, I mean, who changed? Somebody changed something.
It's bullshit. I mean, when Santa was revealed, it wasn't that bad. I kind of knew already. I think. I don't know. I didn't get the whole Do you remember your reaction to saying the unravel, the reveal of the nigga not real?
Just disappointment because
like, huh?
Because it was at a point where I knew my mom's handwriting.
Oh, okay. Damn, you was on that plagiarism shit. Like, look at this shit, man. This your writing.
Yep.
I was just a dumb nigga, naive, and my brother was trying to tell me. I'm like, nah, nigga, I ain't gonna tell them I know that. Get out of here because if I tell them, I'm not gonna get shit. I'm gonna play long for a little bit.
No, that was it was definitely my mom's handwriting. I recognize it because I think we had just gotten old enough, whatever it was, 7 or 8 years old, where they had kind of like stopped trying so hard to hide it, and we're just on that like
just reading the closet,
all
hanging
right,
out
man,
and shit.
just fuck it. Yeah,
just gonna leave it on the couch, huh, Mom?
for real.
That's the shit. Wow, the Mandela Effect. That's
yeah, man. I know that there's more out there, but I forget what. Like that. Everybody in there, not everybody, but everybody remembers a movie with Sinbad being a genie. Like,
wait.
It's not real, bro. It's not real.
There's Sinbad a genie, but not him as a genie, right? Is that what it was? There was a movie Sinbad about a genie, but not about
everybody remembers a movie where Sinbad the comedian was a genie.
You know what? I think they're blending it with Kazam.
but that's what everybody says, and it's like, no, I remember Sinbad being a genie.
It doesn't exist.
And it doesn't exist. It's not a real thing.
But I feel like I've seen him in big ass floaty pants.
Bro, so does everyone else. And that's the crazy thing. That's the crazy thing where you're like, yo, no, I have that memory.
Oh my God.
So maybe time travel is real, man. Let us know if you believe that time travel is real, man. 203-594-6977. Call or text. Of course, it's always free, man.
Listen.
So I'm on the same thing with God. As time travel, I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm not sure. What about that guy that was online not too long ago that said he was from the future and he predicted Trump to win another term, and then he gave a name of a person that's going to be president after him. And I want to go back and see that. It's like, okay,
right?
See, maybe if that motherfucker's right, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
He was talking about shit from he was from, what year did he say he was from? 2030 something or 2040 something?
Wow.
Yeah. It was like some weird shit. And it's like, really, pal?
Well, that's the thing, yes, because you always got the crazies out there. But then there is the thing of that'd be a cool thing to look up and, hey, find out in 4 more years if it's if it comes to life or if he ends up dead. If it comes, you know what I mean? That thing.
I think I don't foresee YouTube going anywhere. That's just too strong. You know, so I mean that shit's like fucking documented now. Once the shit kind of gets out there, man, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to look back on that. Mm-hmm. You know, I look forward to being 58, looking back like, look at this nigga. Remember when this nigga said this shit?
I don't know if Trump's gonna run again, man. I'd be interested to see it because I think there's part of him that has the ego of like, no, man, I'm gonna still run this shit. You know what I mean? But then there's part of it where you're in your 70s and you're a billionaire.
Right. What else you got?
But then again, he's been a billionaire. That's like, I always remember the LL
his legacy he's chasing at this point.
Yeah. I always remember the LL Cool J line where he says, I've been making 20 mil 20 years in a row. And I'm like, Jesus, fuck. Like, that's just, imagine that of like, okay, perhaps he's inflating the numbers, but regardless of that, he's been rich for over 20 years.
That's you know,
like,
and he's still a young man. Like LL came out when he was like fucking 16 when he did I'm Bad. And like he was a fucking teenager. He couldn't even spend his money until he turned 18. Like, oh, I can spend it now? Cool. And then his movies probably where he make most of his fucking money from.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say he probably made more in the movies than the music, no?
I'm trying to think of the movies that he was in. I mean, obviously there was some. He did one of the Halloween movies. I know that.
Halloweens. He did a Deep Blues.
Deep Blue Sea, baby.
He was on one of the a series show or two, right? He had his own show.
Yeah.
I mean, from Tyler Perry throws him in all his shits a lot.
Does he?
He throws him in a lot of them. I think at least 2 or 3. He was in like the holiday one. You know, when he first started showing his bald head. You know, it was a long time before L showed that dome piece. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I wonder if he opened up the doors for Memphis Bleak to do the same thing. He was like, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah. Bleak supposedly, it's weird to see what you call it these days. I know Bleak was supposedly came out. I didn't see the interview where he was kind of saying that he forewarned Dame Dash a long time ago about how Jay was going to do things or whatever. He was Cleo and the shit. You know, supposedly the end of the rock.
Clee.
Yeah, Clee. He knew the whole time that it was going to happen, and it did. But it was weird to watch how skinny Beanie Sigel is. Have you seen him recently? I know he had that lot of like, you know, before I had to realize, I'm like, what the fuck happened to Beans? But then it was like when I said, okay, he had some real medical shit that caused him that way. But now he's like deep into, he's a Muslim.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's like deep into being a
Everybody
Muslim.
gets there when they're about to die. And I'm not saying he's about to die, but everyone, when they're forced to kind of look at their own mortality,
but
they get into that.
No,
like,
he's actually living that life. Like his wife has the jihad on and everything.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, like he's all about that. His wife is Muslim. He's Muslim, and he's speaking things from the Quran, and he's living that life and the whole get up and everything. Still talks a little hood at times, but
yeah.
You know, he's like a real big chef right now. And you know, Freeway was Muslim back then.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But he looks like I didn't even recognize him. He said my brother Freeway just found a donor.
Yeah, because he had liver problems.
Right.
I think.
Yeah, so he had found the donor. I don't know. This could be all old stuff that came and happened.
I
already,
think it's relatively new.
Is it? Because I'm just like, to me, it was new. I'm like, holy shit, that's not Freeway. That's Free, man.
Steven's a goal.
Yeah. Woo. I mean, but Beans was still talking about putting out an album. That'd be interesting to hear. You gonna put out like a Muslim album? Because you can't really talk about the Beans we know.
Well, even like I think he got a lung removed, so he can't like even hearing him rap. It's almost like he's whispering. He's not really like he can't project
He's
the way that he wants
the way
to.
like 50 did when he was shot. So he had to, 50 had to talk to his mouth funny, talk funny.
Yeah,
but that's how he had to do the shit. So it'd be interesting to hear the whisper, Beanie Wisp.
The B Wisp.
The B Whisper. Whisper him down, cuz. Him down. Whisper him down.
Whisper him down. Steven's like,
oh, man.
Yeah, but back to what we were saying. Let's loop it all the way back. Lupe, it's a fiasco. Yeah, man, I wouldn't be surprised if Trump just goes, that's me. I'm out. I gave you 4.
Right.
And I'm gone.
Gave you solid 4 when you motherfuckers said I couldn't do it.
Like his penis gave him a solid 4. Rumors. These are rumors.
You saw rumors. She know.
Because that's the thing that you never really know because, like I said, yeah, he's in his 70s now. But he's a billionaire, and he's been a billionaire for a long time. So
he might not want
maybe he's done.
Right.
He might just be bored and be like, fuck it, because they always say that when you have money for that long that there comes a point where like you've done it all. But then I'm just like, I think he doesn't have the freedom that he wants right now.
Right.
Of, you know, when you're a billionaire, you don't have to do fucking anything you don't want to do, you know?
Now it's like he's body kind of got a leash on him a little bit where like, Mr. President, can't do it.
Exactly.
What do you mean I can't do it? This is stupid. I want to fire everybody. Like they got fired everybody in his cabinet.
Exactly.
Except for the girl Sarah with the weird eyebrows, who I swear is a trend.
She's just aggravated, man, at all times. And, but that's a job that sucks too because she's got the job of the
lying for the nigga.
Basically, it's you have to. Okay, he just did all this, and then now you have to sit in front of the reporters and justify it. And it's like, the fuck,
the world's messiest janitor job. Give it up for Sarah. I forget her last name. I
don't know. S. Dot.
Yeah, she just got to go in there like, listen, what he said wasn't true. And then she's looking down like this.
Yeah, it's the whole like he misspoke.
Right.
Yeah,
nah, I don't think so. The niggas probably see now. And, you know, when niggas get senile, they say whatever the fuck. The filter's broken, honey.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He's probably got early Alzheimer's. That's all it is. His filter's broken. Goddamn Negroes.
There's
what did I
that,
say?
or it could just be the whole fucking like, dude, when you're that old, part of it, and when you're that rich, when like this is a brand new thing for him having to watch his mouth,
right.
You know, to where he's probably just used to having a different level of freedom.
It's like,
you know?
man, I say and do what the fuck I want. Now you telling me I can't?
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. I say and do what the fuck I want. Now I got to chill?
Right.
So bogey.
So he challenges all that all the time. Brother, I'm going to go to Twitter.
Yep.
Let these niggas know what I think at all times.
For real.
And then it's like, well, why are they judging me? What, you know, it's like, come on, man. Yeah, it's like the new Anthem rules and all that. And,
yeah, I think
he's patting himself on the back. See that?
Yeah.
I made them change their rules. Not really, but yeah, you threw some enough waves in there for them to fucking, because yeah, you got political connections. Of course, you got money, power, and that whole, you could sway some people away from sponsoring them and shit. You know, and the NFL was like, oh shit, we're getting slammed here, and you know.
The NFL is fucked, man, because in my opinion, partially because they did cower to the whole, you know, I don't know how big the ratings drop was, but dude, those new rules are fucked.
Yeah. They said it was a small dip, but you know, the guys get, well, if it's small now, it's going to grow even more next year. These guys keep coming out with these.
Hey, and the XFL's coming out in 2019 or 2020.
Nice.
And there's another one coming out as well because
another league?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's the XFL was started by Vince McMahon and somebody else, but that other I'm thinking of Dick Ebersol, but I don't know if it was him. But regardless, okay, so it was started by Richard, Vince McMahon, and that other gentleman.
Yep.
Now Vince McMahon is coming back with the XFL. That gentleman, his son, is coming out with his own. It's like USA Football or some shit.
That's crazy. Can you, I'm almost flashing forward to like 20, 30 years from now, where there's going to be like multiple leagues like that, and the NFL's going to be like, we used to be, you know, you can't. What does my man say? What's the URL? The Battle League. You can't copy respect. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that's a respected league, man. You know what I mean? That's like the fucking creme de la creme. Whoa. You know, and you're gonna come in there and fucking, you know, try to have your own thing and develop your own thing, but it's still competition. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no.
Wendy's, McDonald's.
Well,
Burger
the
King
thing is that they are starting on the off season. You know what I mean? Where like football ends and then they're giving everybody another chance to watch some more football.
Okay.
But depending on how it goes, who the fuck knows, man?
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's true. I mean, because Lucha World been around forever, and they still hasn't took over. Like CFL, Canada has a league. You know, it's like motherfuckers that can't make the pros maybe or they're scrounging for a job. They go up there and get paid. Yep. You know what I mean? Just like overseas basketball. Like there's a spot for you to go get money.
And I'll tell you something about CFL. It makes you respect the athleticism and the athletes that are in the NFL. Because I could put it to you like this: The Rock couldn't make it in the CFL.
No?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He went up to CFL and fucking shit the bed.
Doked them out.
So,
yeah.
These guys are doing some things, man.
Yeah.
Like, I've been pretty close at a couple of different Jets games and, like, seeing dude, there's some big fucking people that are hitting each other really fucking hard.
Yeah, and that's
what I mean?
That's the thing. Like, a TV is like, I want to see it. I haven't been to an NFL game, professional game, but to see, like, you hear the numbers of the statistics on these guys' size. You know, he's 6'5", 350 pounds. You know what I mean? It's like, you don't really know what that looks like till you're looking at the shit. Like, oh no, this nigga's like lineman and shit. Like, this nigga's really 6'7".
Yeah.
Like, 365, 380. Like, oh my God, that's huge. That's muscle, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like 360, a solid dude. You know, it's like, that's a monster next to you. You know what I mean?
True.
You know, I'd like, and then you said they're running full speed, knocking each other
Cracking
fuck around.
the fuck out of each other, you know?
That's almost like if you're down on a 50-yard line field level and you hear the impact and you're seeing the speed.
Oh, yeah.
To see how fast they're actually moving in person is something else, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
no, people are getting
gone.
shit knocked out of them. But it'll be cool to see the effect that I'm. In my opinion, this is the perfect time for another league to come out. You know, and like I said, it's not going to be direct competition,
right?
Because
even with something else to check out,
even with, like you said, there was a dip in viewership, but obviously us as lonely patrons of the United States, we don't know the exact numbers and shit like that. But
that's why the NFL's branching out. They're doing a lot. There more and more European games are coming in the league. I mean, it used to be like one a year. Now there's like 2, 3 over in London. Every season, like 2, 3, they had like 2 or 3 different ones this year in London. So now it's like the viewers are waking up 9 o'clock in the morning. They're watching football. Yeah, you know what I mean. So my game starts like you thought your husband was gonna do shit before. Yeah, that nigga really ain't doing shit. Like,
now he's drunk at 9:45.
Hey, I'm drinking at 9 in the morning. No, I'm not doing shit. I'm not.
This is what I do when I watch football, babe. I drink.
Right, and then it's like you got that game, and then it goes right into the 1 o'clock game, then a 4 o'clock game, then there's a little small break, and then 8 o'clock game goes on.
Yeah,
that nigga's not doing nothing.
No.
If he's a big football fan and just likes to watch it, unless it's a game he don't give a shit. Like, this is stupid. I don't want to watch this game. The Browns and the fucking Jets. Who wants to watch it? You know,
right?
But if a nigga loves football, he gonna watch the shit.
Yeah,
I've been known.
But no, I think like I said, I think it's a perfect time for another league to come in and try something because the NFL they did fuck up, man, with the new rules of all right, if you're gonna come on the field, You have to stand there and, respect the flag and all that other stuff.
Not,
but even when the kneeling wasn't disrespecting the flag, but I just mean that's their new how they put it.
Their identity.
Or
of it.
you can stay in the locker room if you want to, or you can. What they're saying is that there's going to be a spot, I guess maybe in the tunnel or something.
So we put in a protest area.
Yeah, I think that's it. Almost like a corral of like, all right, so if you guys want, like, you can stay in the locker room, but if you want to be closer to the field and still then you can do it. But
this is your freedom. And what's going to really fucked up is they're going to shove cameras all in their face. So that's and people are going to be like, look at this unpatriotic guy.
Yep.
Let's put the camera in this unpatriotic fucker's face and how he's not out there respecting our flag.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh,
to
God.
me, in my humble hope, what they should have done is literally never addressed it and just left it the fuck alone.
Let them do what they're doing. And that's your stage. If they don't want to show it, then don't have your cameraman not show them doing it. You know what I'm saying? If you're worried about an NFL, then don't show the shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Just know they're doing it and it means something, but they're not being filmed doing the shit. Or just don't show niggas during the anthem anymore. Show the jets flying over or the flag waving.
Show the person singing it.
Right. You know what I mean? And just like, because they want to get that whole build up and the hype and the tears swelling in his eyes as the anthem's going on.
The Rockets' red glare.
Right. And he's thinking about, and it's like he's not crying for the country. He's crying because he's getting emotional about his dad or something. You know what I mean? My dad's sick right now, and this song brings niggas to their knees. You know what I mean? Oh, there's so many puns right. Sorry.
What? No, because to me, it doesn't affect the game. Like, to me, if it was like, instead of running a play, the entire Patriots organization decided to take a knee altogether. Okay, then, like, if it's fucking up the game,
right,
then that's a problem.
All right, we're gonna take a knee here. Why are you doing that? We're in protest during the game.
Yeah. Like, if they were doing that and they were actually messing up the actual game, I believe then that would be a problem and something to be addressed. But you're taking one knee during the national anthem.
Right. Come on, man. I fucking talked during the national anthem. I'm about to told somebody pass me some popcorn when the shit was going on. I've been to high school games and collegiate games or whatever, and it's like you look around. Not everybody's being quiet with their hand on the heart.
Mad people
like,
got
sit down, Johnny.
Mad people got their hats on.
Right. Come on.
Exactly. Kids are on their phones, shit like that.
It's people are talking, they're laughing, they're cracking jokes, and
a lot of people that want to shit on it. Listen, when you're at home watching the shit on TV, they're playing the national anthem. What are you doing? You're sitting there scratching your fucking nuts.
No nigga I've ever seen stand up. I've never been to a Super Bowl party, hands down, never been to a Super Bowl party with the most patriotic motherfuckers in the world. Have they stood up when the national anthem was on?
No.
And they're in the fucking living room.
Or told everyone to be quiet.
Right.
No.
Or, get the fucking flag from outside and bring it in, bro.
Exactly. Yo,
bring
salute.
It in. Salute it. Bring it in. If you love your fucking country, bring it in. There's other ways to show your love for your country.
Even in the stadium where we're talking about, there's the people there, but, no hot dog is not sold during the fucking national anthem. Nobody's stopping to do anything. If you're about to, exactly. Well, I mean that might stop. I'll give them that. They might stop selling the cotton candy and shit. But
mid transaction's not gonna stop.
No.
Hold on.
If you're about to buy some nachos, they're not gonna be like, whoa. Rockets are red glaring over here. Chill. Bombs bursting.
Right. Things gonna hand you a change. Stand there for a second and then keep it moving.
Yeah.
So you don't get punched in the throat by a nigga that thinks he's disrespected.
For real. But a lot of people, it's that false bravado of just like, no, this is the way that we do the shit. And when you don't even do the shit like that, it's not.
It's just back to that same motherfucker that's critiquing everything in a particular religion. He is his belief, and now he's this, born again Christian that's all about my word. It's nigga, I can guarantee you can go through about 10 different things of your word that you are not doing. Mm-hmm. So how much are you about that life? If you're going to be about that life, be all the way.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That might be a t-shirt too, nigga.
No, people have that comfortable feeling of comparing what they do to everybody else. It's, well, I'm not as bad as boom. You know what I mean? And that's
you just not.
And listen, controversial hot take, America the Beautiful is a better fucking song anyway.
Talk to him.
Shine thy good with brotherhood from sea to. Come on, that's a better song anyway.
It's a better one. We should incorporate that.
It's a better fucking song anyway.
What's that guy? Something Francis Scott? Sorry, bro. we're gonna have to push you to the side and get some new shit going. Nigga.
Exactly.
You know, things change, right? People want to change shit all the time. Knock statues down. Let's change the song.
For real.
And we want credit on this show for starting that wave, nigga.
Exactly.
Text a nigga.
Hashtag it. Let us know. 203-594-6977. Call or text. Let us know what the fuck you got going on in your life. Let us know what your podcast is, man. We'll give it a listen.
Right.
You know what I mean? We'll give it a listen.
Right.
Listen for listen, guys. Listen for listen.
What's your favorite anthem?
Probably the Rough Rider. Yo, imagine that shit. Fucking Whitney Houston gets up, R.I.P. and just stop, drop, shut them down.
Those notes went.
Open up shop.
Whoa.
No. That's how rough.
Oh, he's just crying.
Yo, just that single tear. Just go.
Woo. Shit, DMX would be so proud. Where are my dogs?
Rest in peace, Boomer. With the back
For
tap.
y'all that don't know, Boomer is the reason behind it all. Nigga. There's no DMX without Boomer.
Oh my God.
What's changed, dude? They want to change things. I got a couple of things I want to change too, huh? How about that, motherfuckers?
Change it up.
Shit. We change them damn self-checkout lines. Give me more of them.
Right? No, and that's the worst thing too with the self-checkout lines is like you'll go there and they'll have two open, and then there's always somebody who's using it for the first fucking time, which like, how long have you been here?
Right.
You know?
And I think a stop needs to happen because I've had this in the hood, Stop and Shop, went up in that motherfucker, and it's a self-checkout line. Shorty do-rock got 2 carriages full. Like, yo, not for nothing. Yo, kick her the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
You know, I'm in here with a basket with 6 items, and this bitch in here with 2 carriages. I understand it's self-checkout, but who's watching her? She's probably doing 2 scans and 2 drops. 1, 2 here, 3 over there in the bag. 1, 2. All right, don't put that on the scale. They watching.
Right.
Watch. You know what I mean? It's like, good God, somebody step up to the plate before I bark in this bitch.
God. Barking this bitch's grill.
You know what I mean? Like, good God. So there should be some rules for the self-checkout.
There should definitely be some rules for the self-checkout. And they should just work better.
Right.
Because also there's times, too, where it's like, we're in 2018, and, like, you can't tell me that, okay, maybe I made the mistake and I went and bought frozen vegetables first. So by the time I get to the checkout, they might be partially defrosted, and there's a little bit of condensation on the bag. Right. And that's ruining the entire game? I can't just dry this shit off, and I can't.
Ice cream, right?
Yeah. Oh my God, with the frost on it, you gotta scratch it like a fucking Mega Money. You just gotta
get that clear right there.
Get that barcode like the Mega Money. Just come on.
If you
man.
go too hard, you might remove part of the barcode.
Yeah.
Now you're hitting. I need help over here.
Well, that's the thing too. If you ever get a barcode that, say you buy some like fresh bread that they made at the store, and they got to put their own sticker on it, but they put that shit on with the fold in it. So it's and then you try that and you rip it, and
you're trying to do like that tough bag of chips you can't get open.
For real.
Get these motherfuckers right. Self-checkout, but that's supposed to be the new wave though.
It's all they're trying to do that automation shit because people want to bark about minimum wage being $15 an hour. You're not that smart. You're not that smart to just go, minimum wage should be $15 an hour. Okay, we'll give it to you. No, what they're going to do is when you walk into McDonald's. That's why when you walk into McDonald's you see that big ass vertical flat screen, which maybe there'll be one person over there to help you and show you how to do it. But other than that, like you're on your own, homeboy. Right.
I can see a flash forward of pulling up to a McDonald's in the year, I don't know, 2040, 2045 or something.
There's just a big vending machine at that point.
And it's just you just pull up to multiple fucking touch screens. It's like a bunch of drive-throughs for multiple, and you're custom what you want. Boom, 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 boom. And then there's a machine back there, and the nigga that's getting paid is a nigga making it. No, the nigga that's fixing the machines is getting paid.
Yeah.
All right, this didn't come out right. All right, let me adjust that. Let me tweak that here. Mm-hmm. He's getting paid minimum wage.
Yeah. That's it, man. Yo, the system isn't going to bow to the fucking amount of money that people want.
How can we get it done quicker, easier, and cost effective? You know what I mean? That's the way these niggas want it. How can I save a couple dollars and give them what they want? And McDonald's is like playing with billions and billions of dollars, and that's all they do. Like, what else? We're going to figure out how we can get this shit. How can we kill these niggas quicker?
For real.
I haven't ate McDonald's in like fucking 2-3 years, man.
That's a good
Yeah,
run, man.
it's just
Stay away from it.
If I ever do, it'd be like a salad.
The salad.
Or maybe a chicken wrap. But I can honestly, I haven't had a burger from McDonald's in
The bourgeois.
at least a year. Because I know last time I tried it one time with my mother, I was like, fuck it, let me give this Big Mac a shot. They're 2 for $5. 2 bites, 3 bites in, the nigga's stomach was like, uppercut.
You know what? I don't know what the fuck their bread is. I'll never eat their bread. Like because that shit is always wrong to me. If I'm on the run, like, and I gotta grab something while I'm doing the Uber out there.
On the run eating Nori.
I'll get like the McDouble, but I throw out everything except for the meat and the cheese. That's it.
That
And then,
bread
like,
has been known after a day to be rock solid.
dude. That bread, because I saw a frisbee it out the window, and yeah, it's definitely like knocked a couple birds off the side.
You ever seen that? You leave a burger let a burger McDonald's just kind of sit and get old on purpose for a while, and you see a weird thing like, how come? Oh, that's just weird. It ain't turning no mold or nothing. It's like, what are they putting in this shit?
Salt.
Right. It's
That's
like
what
there's
it is,
no
bro.
mold. There's nothing. It just turns like a rock hard weird shit.
I know.
going
You
on.
ever find like a piece of McDonald's bread, say like under your car
Right,
seat after
right.
you clean
It's
it out?
just like,
And
what's
it's
this-
like,
what is
what
this-
the
what is-
fuck?
Who does this pebble?
How did this toast?
You know which one does that too? In a day, it's fucking rock solid. If you don't put it in like the fridge, or even if you do it in a fucking Subway, man.
Yeah.
Subway's bread, they do something with it. It was like, yo, and that was the big. There's plastic in the bread. Yeah. You know, we heard all that, but there's something there that makes it. It's like fucking rock solid. I go get a loaf from the Italian spot. It doesn't do that in a day.
Yeah.
It might get stale, but it's not going to turn into that brick like that. It's ridiculous.
And they do say that, I mean, well, I've seen it too. Subway is all like fresh baked, but whatever their fresh bacon is like, it's not
Fresh these nuts. I take some cookies.
not lasting.
Like that time I went to that Subway, shout out to Shorty that didn't love her job or didn't like her job enough. I'm going up there standing at the register looking around. Okay, where anybody around here? Somebody's yelling from the back. I thought she was talking to somebody. Yeah, register's down. So I'm thinking she's telling somebody else. Never came out to say anything to me. I'm just hearing a voice. Register's down, and then I'm hearing her talk because she's saying it, and I can hear her talking to somebody. So I think she's on the phone. So she's like, yeah, register's down. I'm like, okay, she's not talking to me. I'm just trying to buy a fucking cookie anyways. She goes, I said the register's down. Ooh. I said, well, maybe if you came out here like a normal person and would tell me, how am I supposed to know you're screaming from the back? I can't even see your face. What kind of, if you don't like your job, quit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't tell you to pick Subway.
Listen, this is a hot take, controversial take, but man, some girls, like, you got. I'm not saying that a man should swing on you, but like there should be a woman there to swing on you, just to be like, listen, you can't just say whatever you want to. Like, that's not how human beings work. Like,
Beulah, can you do me the favors?
Exactly.
Give her a couple stacks.
Just one, over that, just lunge over the top. That, like, don't even bend your arm. Just keep it straight, keep it taut, and just go over the top on them.
And we're not talking about some, around the way wild chick. I'm talking about I want like a Ronda Rousey chick with me. Like, just handle you. Like, but what? She's a woman. If she hit like a man, I get it, but she's a woman. Born and bred.
Let it happen, boo. No, I feel you on that, man.
But that's like what you were saying before about the cute chicks thinking sometimes they can do whatever they want to do.
Yeah, man. That's why, like, and dude, the internet, social media has ruined everything for women. For guys like me that look average to bad, is like, dude, the internet has souped up women so much that, and listen, I'm not saying that it's wrong to fucking, empower women and shit like that, but average looking girls are now fucking just fucking fawned over so much by dudes that it's like, they put up a picture of their elbow and just like, oh my God, yo, your elbow's so fucking hot, man. I would lick your elbow. And it's like, beautiful. So they get that big head about them, and then, average to bad looking guys like me don't have no chance anymore when I used to have a chance. Fuck.
And what we're saying here, folks, is it's nothing wrong with a little confidence in your life.
No.
But don't be arrogant. You know what I mean? And we don't even like the bitches that are really bad. Excuse me, the women. I call them bitches because they act like it, the ones that I'm talking about, that are really bad and they got this really bourgeois, kind of way about them. And it's like, all right, you're cute and all, but cut it out. You know what I mean? That turns you into a bitch to me. You know what I mean? Like, not you.
But the unfortunate thing is that there are so many thirsty guys out there that fucking ruin it for the rest of us. I can put it that way, where it's like, man, stop acting like that's the last pussy on earth. You know what I mean? Like, there's more out there.
Right, and you got to know that a woman that looks that good and she put a picture up and you're adding, oh my God, you're so beautiful, with the other 600 fucking messages saying the same thing. There's nothing original.
You got to put up a, you know what I mean? You want to try to catch her attention?
What up with them eyebrows, though?
Let her know that you're not feeling the manicure.
As my man told me, he said that there's a method that's called the peg down. You got to peg them down. We know you bad. Everybody know you bad. You're getting hit out all night. Like, you got to be like, yo, you wore them shoes, though? Damn, you got bunions. Look at them bunions, though. Oh, my God. You know, some women will be really upset about it. But if she's into you a little bit, she'll pay attention.
Kind of respect it, I think, more than... yeah, man, because the internet, like I said, it's back to 40-year-old virgin. It's put the pussy on a pedestal, and that's a problem, you know? So where I'm not saying don't give a woman a compliment, but it's just
I'm all about my chivalry.
Like...
I pour it on.
There's so many... lonely dudes out there that are just like, you know, giving the best compliments in the world to people who
just keep it real.
Shut this shit down right now. Did you just come up with that?
I've been working on that.
Because that sounds like some good advice.
Yeah, listen, I've been working on that one. That's been a slogan I've been running with for about 3-4 years. In the bank, I decided right now, 2018. July 23rd.
Yo, copyright that shit, dog.
Copyright. Keep it real. I think about a whole T-shirt line, perhaps mugs. You know, we'll have it on our online shop.
WVPshop.com, man. Look out for that Keep It Real merchandise. You know,
Keep It Real merch.
You heard it here first. You know what I mean? Keep it real. That's, you know, like, guys, we're groundbreaking on this shit sometimes.
We do things and say stuff. And that's the stuff we talk about. Keeping it real.
For real, man. Yeah, so once again, man, hit us up on this hotline, 203-594-6977. Like I said, we got that new Instagram out there, Watermelon VS Pumpkin. That's the, what do you call the name? The fucking screen name. Screen name. Man, like I said, we just opened up the web store, WVPshop.com. And I forgot to tell you on the web store, man, because, you know, we run our own shit, so we can do discounts.
Discount them.
For the foreseeable future, if you will. We got the discount code Watermelon, spelt normally. on the checkout, man, there's a spot for the discount code. If you put in Watermelon, you get 10% off your entire order. So we just trying to service you. You know what I mean?
You with serviceable
And honestly,
goods.
we're really not even trying to make a ton of money off this shit. We're trying to get the, you know, spread the word. Spread the word.
Spread the brand.
You know what I mean?
You get them dope ass socks. Some socks is kind of key. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Wearing the chocolatas for my, you know what I mean? The chocolatas with those socks on. She was ground stopping.
Bars. Yeah, once again, that's WVPshop.com. You'll see it all up there. It's a beautiful thing, man. The shipping is quick and all that other stuff. I ordered my shirt. I got the shit in 3 days, okay? Because this is the thing about the spot that we use. Even if you're overseas and shit like that, they got the international shipping and all that stuff, because the place that we use is, they have a spot in California, and they have a spot in North Carolina. Right. So wherever you are closer to that is where it ships from, which is pretty dope. So you'll get it quicker wherever you are, man.
Nice.
Like we said, man, WVPshop.com. Get all that new shit. We got the Kiki t-shirts up there. We got the Don't Hate, Just Bake. There's plenty of little mattress merchandise up there. We're going to get up some more pop culture stuff. We're going to get up some more young pastry stuff. And now here is the story that I heard that made my heart melt.
Melt them down.
That made my mouth smile. Faith Evans.
Make my mouth smile. I like that t-shirt. Go ahead.
Yo, boo, make my mouth smile real quick, mom. Yo, Faith Evans, I don't give a fuck if she was married. Another side chick of Biggie's, because in my opinion, Biggie had all side chicks. There was no...
Kim, you was one too.
There was no loyalty. Faith Evans came out and admitted that... Biggie licked her butthole, which is, of course,
licked her butthole.
Completely fine. Yeah.
Okay.
And then she came out with the Megaton bomb that she return the favor, which I wish that celebrity sex tapes were being made back then.
That's one big sweaty nigga though to be jumping down. I'm sorry, babe, but that's one big sweaty nigga like Faith. You did that. You took one for the team, baby.
Yeah.
You
like,
put your
Faith,
face.
You
in that.
are a down ass bitch.
You know what I mean? That was a big sweaty man's ass crack. You put your face in, baby.
I'm
real. Just saying, man. That's some dedication for the. That's some love.
And because
or some paychecks and stuff.
And listen, I'm gonna go hashtag pause for the for until further notice. Was he on his back? Was he on his stomach?
After I shits on the bitch.
Was he?
Said that what it is.
Was it
Shit.
a laying on the side 69 situation?
Oh my God.
How did it go?
That nigga definitely was laying down on a job. I want to say. Oh, I'm trying to
picture it. Yeah,
I'm trying
you
not
don't want
to,
to, but you want to. Yeah, man.
I'm just seeing like dope ass fucking shades and the nigga just on his back with his legs cropped in the air, toes to the ceiling fan. Nigga,
Yo,
just
he for real. That is so funny because he would wear those fucking shades during sex.
Butt naked with shades on.
Yeah.
Every
Just
lick,
trying to be cool.
Every lick brings on a Biggie, slower, Faith, slower, lick up on the brim.
Slow flow. That shit, I think that's so fucking
Faith
funny
is
and
so brave
fucking
for
amazing.
She is so brave for sharing that. Like
They call Caitlyn Jenner brave. No. Faith Evans.
Woman of the
brave.
Year.
Woman of the Year, Faith Evans.
Faith Evans.
Right there.
And it was weird with Faith because it was when her family was discussing with her they didn't want her to marry Stevie J. And she did secretly.
Yeah.
So they're really upset. And her son was tight because Stevie J is his godfather and now his stepdaddy. So
that's a lot of
that's a lot of daddies.
white people usually do that shit. Not mixing different.
She's kind of white looking. She's very light skinned. She's carrying
and
the flesh.
she and Little Kim came off in that movie because they both got hot women to play them. Like, yo,
Right.
Little Kim must have been like, holy shit, good. Because
Don't give
Lil
me the
Kim
now.
does not.
Don't
give me the now.
Don't do the now, Kim, please.
Don't give me the now. Don't give me the now.
Oh, but Faith.
Man, they got all those jokes and shit about how, like, if Lil Kim goes to wherever Biggie is after he dies, he's not gonna recognize her, and that shit is true, man. He's not gonna recognize.
Who the fuck is that white girl coming up here?
Who the fuck is this?
Who the fuck is this Chinese chick coming up? Oh, that ain't Kim.
Oof.
Get the fuck out of here.
I feel bad for him, man, because and of course it's your own decision that you've made when you choose to mutilate your face, but it's been like the results are out there. It's not like people go get plastic surgery and then like, I wonder how that came out. I don't know. I'm never going to see. No. You see how it came out.
Right.
We obviously
You have
not
mirrors.
perfected it.
There's no way. There's a mental issue there. If you can honestly
agree.
stand in front of a mirror and go, I look good.
Yeah. or like this is better than before.
Right. It's like, whoa. You don't notice like the weird skeletal, weird fucking shit going on. Plastic, shiny, sharp edges.
Sharp. Dude, there's porn stars that do it too. Like there'll be like a porn star that'll come out and you'll be like, oh man, she looked good. Then you'll see her like in another video and you're just like, oh, what the fuck happened to you?
I've been to some strip clubs in my time, and I'll be honest. I know a lot of people are into them, but me personally, I'm not into fake breasts, man. I guess maybe there's some better ones out there than I felt, but the ones I did was like, I like real. I like real kind of like. You can get some big breasts, but real big ones. They got that certain kind of.
I want one that I could sidekick and it won't explode. You know what I mean? I just want like that I can.
Right, you throw it on a nigga.
You
head.
want something that you could be, a little bit rough with and not worry about rupturing it. And oh, cool, we were having sex and now something inside of you exploded and you might die, so we have to go to the hospital? Word.
Leaking.
Cool.
Yeah. So that what's leaking is not because you're lactating. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wasn't a fan. It was like, some strip clubs, you're not supposed to touch at strip clubs. Well, some of them I've been to, they allow the shit.
Right. And when she puts the titty on top of my head, I'm sorry, she's touching me. I'm not touching her.
Right.
Okay.
It's like,
sitting
wait,
there.
let me squeeze. All right, we're good here. And that was a fake tit. I like them real. Thank you.
Exactly.
I'm all about
the real.
Yeah, the itty bitties too. I'm more of an ass guy anyway, so.
It's the real tit to make you feel shit. Tit hop.
So Faith is brave.
Faith is out there, and listen, I'm not pardon the pun, I'm not shitting on Faith. I'm giving her the utmost. You know what I mean? Because to dive down there, I give her some goddamn respect.
And what if the nigga squeezed out a greasy one too? Like, you know, he just had what he had, Welch's grape steak eggs. You know the line of the song, nigga.
Yep.
Egg steak and Welch's grape. Like, he had that for dinner, and now you definitely became on the bottom side of that when a nigga squeezed out
that T-bone steak fart.
Yeah, one of them garlic farts.
Garlic mash. That garlic mash.
Oof, I love garlic, but I pay for it every time, nigga. Just clear the room out. You gonna get this garlic muck.
Man. So that's the thing too. And on these episodes from last episode forward, man, we're not just gonna number the episodes, we're gonna name them as well. So this will be, episode 29, and it probably gotta have faith, something like that. Because
you gotta have faith.
God damn, man. Like I said, man, I'm not making fun of her. I respect that, because the other thing too, who knows if Biggie knew it was coming? Because also, I didn't watch the entire interview, so I don't know if she said, like, this was a thing that we did often. It's, you know how, like, when you're with a girl for a while, you fall into, like, oh, she likes this, so I do this to her a lot. I don't know if they had fallen into that of, like, yo, when I give him head, I keep going low, and this is what happens.
But lick his butt.
Man, I just give her respect for doing it, because you don't know if he didn't know it was coming. You know what I'm saying? And might have just, boom, did that dog fucking...
Well, she knew when it was coming because the shit was in her face. Right on the forehead. I guess to end that one, it was whatever. I gotta have faith. I gotta have faith. Gotta have faith. Name of the episode. I like it.
For real. I give her respect, though. Like I said, man, I give her respect, because man, women do some nasty shit. You know what I mean? Women would definitely do some nasty shit.
I guess that all coincides to the number 29 being Eric Dickerson. Dickers in her face, perhaps. I don't
know either.
Good God, Faith. I don't even know what to say anymore.
Yeah, I don't know what to say either.
Check,
man.
please.
Exactly. All I'm saying is respect Faith Evans. You know what I mean?
That's
and
why
the
Stevie
actress that played Faith Evans.
I think that's why Stevie J with her, because he know.
Yeah, exactly.
He said no.
Because he seems like a fucking weirdo. He's probably
he's all about fur coats and getting his ass licked at the same time. Butt naked fur coats, booty lick.
That's it, man. That might be the name of the episode too. You never know. Butt naked with a fur coat.
Butt naked fur coats.
Butt naked with a fur coat. Man, last little thing I'm gonna touch on real quick.
Talk to
which I'm sure we'll touch on more in the future. But Brock Lesnar, man, he's going back to the UFC, which should be pretty dope, man. The other night they had the Daniel Cormier won the title, all that, or defended the title. I don't fucking know which one. But Brock Lesnar came into the ring. They did a little back and forth promo, a little fuck you, I'm going to choke you out, I'm going to knock you out.
Nice.
And that's going to be something to look forward to in the future. It's always exciting when Brock Lesnar fights, whether in the WWE or whether in the UFC. It's always one of those.
Is he done with UFC, though, or no? You know?
What do you mean? No, he's about to go back to the UFC.
He's going back to UFC. Okay.
Yeah, he's going to go back to the UFC.
So he's not done with WWE, though.
I think soon. I think in the summer he's going to be done. But no, as of right now, no, he's still got a little bit more time on his contract. But
pound, nigga.
That's one of those things too, man. It's always an event whenever you see Brock Lesnar, because even when he's in wrestling, and yeah, wrestling is pre-planned, but you still get that feeling when Brock's in there, like, yo, he might not, he might not go right.
Right.
Like there's that footage, man. Hey, if you ever decide to Google it. Once again, yes, it's wrestling, it's pre-planned, but sometimes things go wrong. And there's a thing called a receipt, where if a guy by chance in the wrestling ring hits you for real, maybe they messed up, maybe they just got too excited that adrenaline got to them. There's a thing called a receipt where you, boom, you give it back to him. You know what I mean?
Right.
And if you ever look up, Brock Lesnar punches Braun Strowman in the side of the head. The shit was real. Once again, like I understand that people say about wrestling, but no. This was a receipt to where like, dude, they replayed it like 4 or 5 times where they was like, oh shit, that was a receipt. And that's kind of like a little insider WWE term, inside wrestling, a little bit of inside baseball where like they don't usually say those words, you know what I mean? But they're like, oh shit, he gave him a receipt for that one.
Right, like a jobber. The guy, guy gets fucking beat up in 2 seconds.
But yeah, man, it was real. So yeah, if you ever look that shit up, Brock Lesnar punches Braun Strowman for real. Oof. That shit was dope.
Does he have an opponent yet or no?
For what?
UFC?
Yeah, Daniel Cormier.
Cormier. Okay, you said his
the
name.
heavyweight champ. So Brock, and that's the other thing too about Brock. A lot of people try to shit on him, but Brock's no getting where you fit, and he goes straight to the top,
I
man.
want that
and
big
he's
nigga.
fucking-
Who's the best?
Exactly.
I want you. I want you.
Yeah, there's no preliminary fight. It's like, I'm coming in, I'm fighting for the title. Let's do this. Let's go.
Shout out to July. He got July, baby. He down with me, son. Cancel quad. Sorry. But that nigga Brock, no joke, man.
For
Big,
real.
big individual.
But yeah, other than that, man, we appreciate you guys for watching episode 29 or listening to episode 29. Either way, however you consume it, hit like, share, and subscribe. This is that Eric Dickerson episode number 29.
Sorry,
once again, this hotline 203-594-6977. That website, watermelonvspumpkin.com. That merchandise store, wvpshop.com. That Instagram is Watermelon vs. Pumpkin. That Facebook is Watermelon vs. Pumpkin. That Facebook is the Just Bake channel. That Facebook is Little Mattress. That whatever.
Know what the figure it out. We out here. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day,
it's always the beginning of the night.
we love all of you niggas that eat watermelon and pumpkin. Just know that.
Unity.
You know it's my season right now. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What up?
You got to have faith.